All right, Shalom. Shalom. First things first, I want to give all honor and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rechakodash. Say, Barakat the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Barakat the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Barakat the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rechakodash. And we give double honor to our apostles and our elders, which are the apostle elders, a great millstone, which feed us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through spirit and power of Yahweh Yahushai. 2024, which is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Lord willing, this be the year that Yahbashim Yahshua judges this place, sets up the kingdom of heaven, which belongs to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are spread out through the four corners of the planet Earth. The Lord is waking up the elect, and that will seal the rest of the tribes of Israel, which will be saved in the end. All Israel will be saved. There's no perpetual hell that nobody's going to burn into. All right, hell is a condition, a place, a low condition which we've been put in. We're in hell now. All right. Let's jump into this lesson. It's a beautiful lesson to show the power of Yahbashim Yahushai, to show you that really he's controlling everything. Esau's not really in the power seat. He's in that pretend steering wheel. If you've ever seen those cars with the two steering wheels and there's only one that really works. All right, that's the steering wheel of Yahbashim Yahushai. So let's jump into this. This lesson is going to be called Proof That the Internet Was Given to E, or Proof the Internet Was Given, comes from Yahbashim Yahushai. And I've been wanting to do this lesson for a minute, but it's just been one of those things that it never really, came to pass. But the Lord is, I put some information along the way that to show that the Lord is really, is beautiful in his works. Everything is, what does it say? If it's not broken, don't break it. So everything you see in nature, everything you see in the human body and the Lord's creation, mimic. And the internet is no different. So the internet is if you look at the way the internet works, it's the same way as you see that mycelium. Mycelium is mushrooms, okay? And if you're into, the health part of mushrooms, there's a few mushrooms that are good for certain things, mental clarity. There's also poisonous mushrooms. That's a just balance. All right, what it say? A false balance is an abomination. So even in the mushroom world, in the food world, everything you see around us is dual. That's why the Lord said he created things two by two. Okay, so let's jump into this article, and then I'm gonna pull up some precepts. There's a video that you can watch. I don't want to play it just because of the strike. We already know how to get down. So it says mycelium, the Earth's natural internet. See that? It says have you ever wondered how the ground somehow just magically swallows up everything? Every leaf, every bug, every fallen tree, every organism that lives and dies, everything. If your mind hasn't already pondered this question, it definitely is now. So think about how the earth just pretty much swallows things up. And even if you look at the wildfires, there's certain forests that are called wildfire forests that they burn intentionally. And there's certain seeds that only bud under the intense heat of a wildfire. So that show you that even in fires is dual purpose also. And it says, and isn't it mind-boggling to think about? Where does everything go? How is it broken down? For me to try to comprehend this, I imagine some massive fairy tale creatures living beneath the soil, gobbling up everything day in and day out. And the amazing thing is the truth isn't so far off. It's a sci-fi world we live in, folks. Check this out to show you the Lord is magnificent, man. Yahbashim Yahushua is really, that's why it says his works are being shown. Esau's not a big hurdle when it comes to the Lord judging them and putting everything back in order. But everything you see around us was set up. That's why the Lord said he give the scientists to blow off the coals in the fire. So even that, the nuclear weapons had to come to pass. Even us working. Because checked out, if Jake didn't do the jobs that he was doing and going to these certain things, prophecy wouldn't be able to come to pass. Look at slavery. If we weren't in slavery and gave Esau the inventions that he had to move forward, to move the goalposts towards the prophecy, it wouldn't have happened. So everything is, that's why it says, even I read the book of Job, and you see what happened with the Job. You would think, damn, man, Job went through it. But that was all to prove a certain point. And then even the Lord, when he came, he said, can you where were you when I set the foundations of the earth? So everything is on point. Everything is leading to the day of the Lord, which is prophecy. All right. And it says this massive earth cleans up is all taken care of by our good friends fungi. Well, mycelium to be specific. And most people don't know that even the mycelium, they use it to contact between trees. And we'll get to that. It says a mushroom fruit will only sprout up periodically under the right conditions. And if you blink, you'll miss it. Like an apple from a tree, the mushrooms are of Salakia, the mushrooms we eat are actually just a fruit stemming from something larger. Underground, there is a whole network of interconnected cells that are alive and feeding on decomposing organisms. See that? So everything you see that's around us, even in the forest and the woods, that decomposes and it eats it. And see, it says in this network, my friends, is possibly the most vital function of the food web that is truly a digestive system of epic proportions. Just like your body has a digestive system, the earth itself, that shows you the earth is alive. The earth has a digestive system, and it's the mycelium. And that's what you see even different decomposing animals get eaten up. It says, in this network, my friends, is possibly the most vital function of the food web, epic proportions. And let's jump down, where it says, whether it bears that kneel over the forest or a pair you forgot in the back seat or of your car for a week, fungus feeds on organisms decomposing and rejuvenating the matter into the soil that is necessary to create new life. This means that most of the brown dirt you see on your backyard is essentially little piece of organisms digested by fungus. What is mycelium? And this is a picture of mycelium right here. And what should come to your mind? The brain network, the same way the brain works. And then I got that right here. Hold on. Look, this is the brain network. They even compare it. This is mycelium close up, and then you see the neural network. It's almost one and the same, see? See, it says the human brain neural network has similar to the cosmic web. In the same way you see mycelium. But I just wanted to point that quick fact out. Let's go back into this article, and it says, what is mycelium? Mycelium is a tuberal thread of cells that spread through the soil under the ground, connecting the roots of plants to one another. So they talk. What did the scriptures say? Since thou art cut down, no feller has come up against us. So when the scriptures say that the trees are going to rejoice over this man going down, that's true because they are actually connected and they speak to each other. Trees can, through the mycelium, can identify their children. So trees can know what when the root system comes online, they can identify what seed is their children, and they nourish them through the mycelium. See that? That's beautiful, man. It says through the soil underground and connects the roots of plants to one another. The fungus produces its own by creating spores until it meets another mycelium network to connect with, just like we have an internet connection, a world wide web. And the mycelium go through the whole earth because it connects the plants together. All right. It says no one does this network benefit. It says no one does this network benefit our plants by feeding off waste, but it also allows plants to share information about their environment. What do? We share. What do you go on the internet? Share and post. You share a news story. You share a happening. You share photos. Where's that come from? That comes from the natural network that's already around us, man. That's why it says there's nothing new under the sun. And even going back to the time of the Thummim and the Urim, the Lord gave Esau that technology, man. So he's nothing prevalent. It's already been there. What did the guy, I forget the guy, he said wish the internet was never created. Well, that's a very wicked statement if you want to say that, because that's how the world works. That's how the nature works. It says well-known microbiologist Paul's statement describes this beautiful phenomenon as Earth's natural internet in a 2008 TED Talk. In the talk, he expressed that the mycelium has the power to save the world. He described how he has demonstrated that mycelium can remanufacture hydrocarbons, especially those which are found in coals and petroleum waste, into fungal sugars. This can be utilized by the mycelium to grow fruiting bodies. These fruiting bodies subsequently attract insects, which attract birds, which leave behind seed. So then the plant begins to grow, and it could go on and on, basically showing that mycelica opens the door to new life from what was previously harmful matter. Quite incredible if you ask me. So it can even eat petroleum waste. So the waste and you see that is in the oceans and different things like that, the mushrooms can eat off of. All right. And it says he further explains that they have discovered that there are 5 mushroom strains which highly active against the range of flu viruses. See, and it says this can easily be transferred from human to human use, as we are in fact more closely related to fungi than fungi are to plants. Because look at our brain, how the brain works. Same way. He also identifies that fungi that can be used as a natural pesticide. And on top of that, yes, there's more. It says they have seen that mycelica can be used as an intermediate to generate ethanol for cellulose. If you don't believe me, have a listen to the man himself. Folks, the link's above, and this is on BBC Earth. So I'm gonna leave it here. I'm not gonna, go too deep into it, but I just wanted to, touch base on that. And then now we're gonna get into the scriptures. But it says, everything is given through the inspiration of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right, there's a beautiful, and then these things are the earth itself is gonna go back into its state. Let's see here, Earth's internet. Watch this, mycelium. See, trees talk to each other and recognize their offspring. Check that out. So when you see the scriptures talking about the trees, speaking about Esau, man, look, it says, wow, it's not news that non-human elements on the natural world can communicate on some level. The idea that mycelia, the main body of fungi, is opposing to mushrooms, which are the fruiting bodies, can act as sort of an old school planetary internet. It's still a fairly recent one, and it may serve as a spore of a new breed of forestry, ecology, land management, trees, natural internet. All right. So they actually can identify their children, and they can give them nutrients. They can, tell them if there's predators close, if the elements aren't right, if there's different fungus that can harm them. They can push, pretty much push their seeds away. So where it doesn't, affect them or give them the nutrients they need to fight that. This is a book of Ecclesiastes 1 and verse 9. It says, history merely repeats itself. It has all been done before. Nothing under the sun is truly new. So when I read the scripture to say that the internet is not something that was new, it's something that Esau discovered or was given to him. All right, for the purpose of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So he's not making something that's some brand new and he just came up with it. No, he didn't come up with it. All he did was tap into it. See that? Let's get this right here. This is a few scriptures on wisdom. This is Proverbs 2 and 6. It says, all wisdom comes from the Lord, and so do common sense and understanding. See? Proverbs 23 and Proverbs 2 and 3. If you call out the insight and cry aloud for understanding, it says, for the Lord, verse 5, Proverbs 2 and 5, for the Lord gives wisdom, and from his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. Job 12 and 13, it says, true wisdom and real power belong to Yahweh, for him will learn how to live and also what to live for. James 3:13-18. But the wisdom from above is first of all pure, and is also peace loving, gentle at all times, and willing to yield to others. It says it is full of mercy and the fruit of good deeds. That's why you're always hearing fruit. You're also hearing plants. This truth is likened unto a mustard seed. And what's that main thing? The mustard seed spreading out is also, now we know the trees communicate. So the same way we're communicating, bearing forth fruit in the spirit, Yahbashim Yahushai, is the same way the nature is working, man. So the Lord is just doing, if it ain't broke, don't break it, man. All right? If it ain't broke, don't break it. But it's a beautiful thing that we're living in. I suggest you brothers jump into it. I might have to, go ahead and do some more research and come back with another part 2 on this. But just to bring this to the body, man. There's nothing that is out of the Yahbashim Yahshua's power. But, the apostles always said that the internet was given to this man, and now this is the way to prove that it really was. And if you read Psalms, the 19th chapter, it says the line goeth out through the whole earth. All right. And if you see how internet works, look, let's do this. Look at that. It's connecting. Just like you see nodes on the brain stems, one computer, one network, then it stems to another one, and it's the World Wide Web. Let's do this. See? It's connecting. Just like a neural network, just like the mycelium, man. All right. So, hey, man, Yahbashim Yahshua is beautiful. Lord willing, is that a fine lesson? I'm going to leave it here. With that, I say, call halal, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim Kodash. Until the next time, I say, Shalom. And more now than ever, keep faith. And we here, man. The Holy Spirit, the Kodash is here, man. And it's breathing life into us, man. All right. So, Shalom. And more now than ever, keep faith. Shalom.